Hello everyone, welcome back to today's class. Dear students, in this class I am going to continue the exercise 1.1 problems. Children, in the last class we left first main problems. Those problems we continue in this class. In which of the following situations does the list of numbers involved make as arithmetic progression and why? Understand the heading. Here they provide few situations. We have to prepare list of numbers for that. I mean sequence. And then we have to check whether they form arithmetic progression or not. Let's see the first problem. The taxi fare after each kilometer, when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. Children, understand the problem. Here they are talking about taxi fare. For first kilometer they are collecting rupees 15 and from there onwards for every kilometer they are collecting 8 rupees. This you have to understand like this. In case if you cover 2 kilometers, for first kilometer you have to pay 15 rupees and for the next kilometer you have to pay 8 rupees. Totally you want to pay 23 rupees. In this way, let us find a list of numbers for this problem. Taxi fare for 1 kilometer is equals to 15. Next, find tax fare for first 2 kilometers. Can you guess what could be the answer here? Yes, as I said, 15 we have to add for 8, we get 23. Next, tax fare for first 3 kilometers. To find fare for 3 kilometers, this 23 we have to add for 8. That gives 31. Next, tax fare for first 4 kilometers. 31 add to 8, we get 39. Now here we have 4 numbers. Now these 4 numbers enough to form sequence. Now here sequence is ready. Now the thing is we have to check this sequence is in arithmetic progression or not. For that we have to find A2 minus A1. Look at the sequence, children, how I am marking. A2 minus A1 and then A3 minus A2 and then A4 minus A3. If we get constant answer for this, then we can say it is in AP. Let us do that work now. A2 minus A1, substitute the values, children. 23 minus 15 gives 8. Next, A3 minus A2. Look at here, A3 is 31 and A2 is 23. Subtract these two, we get 8. And next, A4 minus A3. So A4 is 39 minus A3 is 31. Subtract these two, we get 8. Now, here D is constant. When D is constant, we can easily say that all these numbers forms an AP. It means this statement forms arithmetic progression. Next, let us move on to second problem, children. The amount of air present in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. Children, it is quite different statement. Understand properly. This statement contains two parts. One is the amount of air present in a cylinder. Till here we can easily understand. And the next statement is when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. Understanding this statement is very important. It means every time this vacuum pump removes 1/4 of air remaining in the cylinder. It means how much air is left out in the cylinder every time the vacuum pump removing 1/4 of that part. See, for example, in cylinder 1000 liters air there. So every time vacuum removes 1/4 of 1000, it means 1000 minus 1/4 of 1000. In case in cylinder 1 liter of gas is there, then 1 minus 1/4 of 1. In case in cylinder 10 liters of gas there, in that case 10 minus 1/4 of 10. So this is the way of understanding this statement. Now let us form sequence. So for that, here we don't know how much air is present initially in cylinder. Hence, let the amount of air initially present in cylinder be x liters. Next, amount of air present after first stroke. First stroke in the sense, as we use the vacuum pump first time, how much of air is left out. See, how much air is there earlier in cylinder, that is x. How much you have to subtract? 1/4 of x. Now subtract this, children, and you know that how to do this. See here, 1 is that, 1x. In 1x, if you take out 1/4 of x, what is left out? That is 3/4 x is left out. So you just imagine you are eating an apple. So you made it 4 parts. In that 1/4 part you are eating. Then how much part will be left out? That is 3/4 of an apple. So just like that here. Next, how much is left out? You just concentrate on that. Here 3x/4 is left out. Now how much you have to subtract? In 3x/4, subtract 1/4 of 3x/4. That is a very important thing you wanted to understand. So just look at here, you will come to know that amount of air present after second stroke is equals to, see how much air left out? Now 3x/4. In that how much I am subtracting? 1/4 of 3x/4 only. Now simplify this. So 1/4 multiply to this. 1 into 3x is 3x and 4 into 4 is 16. Now multiply the denominators. 16 fours we get that 64, and do the cross multiplication. 16 into 3x is 48x and 4 into 3 is 12x. Now subtract numerators. 48x minus 12x gives 36x. Now this we can cancel by 4 table, children. 4 9s are 36 and 4 1s are 4 and 2 is left out. 24 will be there. 4 6s. So 9x/16 we get. Now this is the amount of air left out in cylinder. Now here we have 3 values, children. So 3 values enough to say whether it forms AP or not. If we keep on continuing, it goes very difficult. So we can write the sequence now. X, 3x/4, 9x/16. Now sequence is ready. Now we have to check whether it forms AP or not. So for that, as we did for the last problem, let us find A2 minus A1. So A2 is how much here? That is 3x/4. A1 is how much? That is x. Hence 3x/4 minus x. Simplify this, children. Here nothing means 1 will be there. So 4 multiplied to 1, we get 4 in the denominator, and do the cross multiplication. 3x 1s are 3x and 4 into x is 4x. Now let us simplify the numerators, children. 3x minus 4x means that is minus x, and in the denominator 4 write as it is. Now this is the value of D. Next let us find A3 minus A2. What is the value of A3 here? That is 9x/16. What is the value of A2? That is 3x/4. Subtract these two terms. So for that, let us multiply the denominators, children. 16 4s are 64. Write it 64 in the denominator. 9x into 4. that gives 36, and 16 again multiplied to 3 children, we get 48x. Now subtract the numerators. 36x minus 48x gives minus 12x. Now let us simplify this, children. So it will cancel in 4 table. 4 3s are 12 and 4 1s are 4 and 4 6s are 24. So minus 3x by 60. Now see the values of d. Here we have minus x by 4 and here we have minus 3x by 60. Are d values same here? D values are not same. Hence we can say that this cannot form AP because common difference is not same. Next, let us move on to another problem, children. Third problem. The cost of digging a well after every meter of digging, when it cost rupees 150 for the first meter and rises by rupees 50 for each subsequent meter. Understand the problem. Here they are talking about cost of digging the well. For digging the first meter, they are costing 150 rupees. And later onwards, for every meter, they are costing rupees 50. I hope you got it. This problem is just similar to the first problem. So now let us form the AP. So for that, cost of digging a well for the first meter. How much they'll take? Rupees 150. Next we have to find for second meter. Cost of digging a well for first second meters. What we wanted to do? 150 add to 50. Because for first meter they'll take 150 and from there onwards they'll take 50 rupees. So 150 plus 50 is 200. Now for the third meter, 200 add to 50. So here 200 add to 50, we get 250. And let us find for the fourth meter also. Otherwise, if you find only these three terms, that's enough. We can easily check it whether it is AP or not. Anyhow, let's find for the fourth meter, children. 250 add to 50, we get 300. Now just by looking at these values only, you can say of whether this forms AP or not. Isn't it? I hope you got the answer. So your sequence is ready. 150, 200, 250 and 300. Now let's check whether it forms AP or not. So for that, what we wanted to do? Let's find D. A2 minus A1. A2 is how much? 200. A1 is how much? 150. Subtract these two, we get 50. Similarly, A3 minus A2. A3 is how much, children? 250. A2 is how much? 200. So 250 minus 200 gives 50. Similarly, A4 minus A3. It means 300 minus 250. So we get that 50 only. Now D value is constant or not? Constant in the sense same or not? All D values are same here. Hence we can write common difference is same every time. Hence these forms an AP. It means this example, this situation is example for an AP. Next, let us see the last one. The amount of money in account every year when rupees 10,000 is deposited at compound interest at 8% per annum. Children, this problem is related to banking. In your earlier classes, I mean in 8th standard, you could have solved problems on simple interest as well as in compound interest. In simple interest, every year fixed amount of interest will be adding. But in compound interest, they never add fixed amount of interest because interest will be keep on increasing. Hence, we can say this is not an example for AP. Anyhow, let's check it out. Amount in the bank after 1 year. How to calculate the amount in compound interest? For that, there is a formula, that is A is equals to, amount is equals to principal into 1 plus R divided by 100 raised to the power of n. Here A means amount, P means principal. What is the principal in the problem? The amount which is deposited is called principal. Here 1000 rupees deposited. This is the principal. and 1 is a constant. R means rate of interest. What is the interest here? That is 8%. And N means number of years. So here they have taken for 1 year. It means we are finding for 1 year. Hence in the place of N I have substituted 1. Next let us find for the second year. No changes will be there. Only in the place of N you write 2. Remaining all will be same. Next let us find for the third year. Just in the place of N you put 3. Now you just use common sense. All bases are same here. Only powers are changing. Now whether it forms AP or not. Whether common difference will be same or not. See, you just imagine here 2 to the power of 1 there, and 2 to the power of 2 is there, and 2 to the power of 3 is there. So 2 to the power of 1 means 2 only, 2 to the power of 2 means 4, 2 to the power of 3 means 8. Whether it is in AP or not. See, 4 minus 2 is 2 will get. 8 minus 4 means we are getting 4. It means it is not in AP. It is in GP. Means geometric progression that you will learn in 11th standard. So, what we wanted to conclude here is, for this, common difference will not be same. Hence, directly we can go like this. Here common difference never be same. Hence, it is not an AP. It means this problem is not example for an AP. See, just by looking at the compound interest only you can say of it is not an example for AP.